What's up, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Welcome back into More Sports. Glad you're with us. And we got some, what I think is big news to discuss tonight. Just happened within the last, I'd say about an hour and a half. I got this page right here. It's a resolution from the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees. They had their meeting today, and some big news for the athletic department at the University of Arkansas, and it's going to be controversial because it's a change in the way they've been doing things for forever at the University of Arkansas. You know, they've taken pride in the fact that they don't accept any state money, any money from the University of Arkansas. They don't collect student fees, nothing like that. In fact, they were turning around, they being the athletic department at the University of Arkansas, turning around and donating money that they made to the University of Arkansas. Well, we know times have changed, the landscape has changed, and now they need some help. At least that's what they're asking for, the help. And the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees is providing that help. We will talk about that. We're going to talk about Arkansas winning their third straight game, a road game against OU last night. And there was something that found a lot of positives in this game, but there was something that really stood out to me. We'll talk about that. And we're going to meet this week's More Sports high school basketball girls player of the week, Greenlee Elmore from Pulaski Academy. She put on a show last week against Clinton, some absurd numbers. Let's get this show going and talk about the breaking news first. And I'm also going to give big thanks to our sponsor, Centennial Bank. Discover the strength of a bank that delivers and believes. Trust is earned every single day. Visit my100bank.com or stop by your local Centennial Bank. And A-Plus Alarm, been using them for 20 years. Go to their website, aplusalarm.net. And Gwatney Buick GMC, they got a lot of four-wheel drives vehicles out there. Now's a good time to have one of those four-wheel drives. And if you don't, a better time to get one is now. Or how about in the next couple of days when things start to thaw out? Don't be caught stuck at home next time around. Go get a four-wheel drive from Gwatney Buick GMC, 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock.
All Arkansas, all sports. It's More Sports.
All right, let's dive right into it. The resolution that I received, I looked over it and then been just trying to dive into it. And I see three main things for the University of Arkansas. The first one, or for the University of Arkansas Athletic Department, the first one is for the past several years, I think it's for the last 3 years, the athletic department has been donating back to the University of Arkansas $4.4 million. So this is money out of the athletic department budget. They donate to the University of Arkansas. This resolution from the Board of Trustees wipes that out. So that's $4.4 million the athletic department is going to save. And this all, by the way, is starting March 1st here in a month and a couple of days. Also in this, the second part that sticks out to me, the University of Arkansas is going to come up with $6 million annually to donate to the athletic department. $6 million. So on top of the 4.4, that's $10.4 million that the athletic department will have at its disposal. And the third thing that's in this resolution, that the Department of Athletics will begin actively pursuing some ways, whether it's cost reduction, new revenue opportunities, or going out and asking for more donations to come up with at least $5 million annually. And there are provisions in here in future years with inflation, the cost of the fiscal year every year, that could go up. All of these could go up, or at least the $6 million from the University of Arkansas and the $5 million that is going to be additionally raised. So add all that up. That is over $15 million that the Board of Trustees is finding a way to add to the athletic department's budget. One of the things that's still to be figured out, and it says in here that the chancellor and the director of athletics shall jointly develop a plan to provide that $6 million to generate that money from the university to the athletic department. They're going to come up with the plan. What is that plan? Well, it's already being speculated. Student fees is something. Now, Hunter Yurchek has spoken on record. He doesn't want to do that. The chancellor doesn't want to do that. I did a little math on that. They have over 34,000 students at the University of Arkansas right now. That's the highest enrollment they've ever had. Set a record this year. If you do a student athletic fee, $176 would come up with that 6 million, roughly somewhere around $176 per 34,000 students, get you close to that 6 million. Not saying that's what they're going to do, but I can tell you that's been speculated for as long as the coaching search has been going on. That's the first time I heard this from a pretty reliable source that was coming. That was what was going to happen. That's the plan. Not saying that is the plan, but it has been speculated and discussed among some people with knowledge of the situation. If true, doing the math, 176 per student, 34,000 student gets you to that 6 million. Maybe they come up with a different way for the university to come up with $6 million to donate to the athletic department. We'll have to wait and see. And then it's going to be up to the athletic department to go out and find an additional $5 million in this resolution that has to be done to fund the football program. By the way, it's the department's all-in fund for football, the new fund. So that, to me, $15 million for the University of Arkansas athletic department is really big news, huge news. And I know people are going to be talking about it. They're going to have all kinds of different opinions about it. There are those out there I know, they don't like the NIL. They don't like paying the players. Those days are gone. It's either you play the game or you're going to get left behind. And we know Arkansas has been left behind for the last couple of years, especially in football. I wouldn't say they're being left behind in basketball. And you see the results that are happening. Number 15 in the country right now, been going to some Sweet 16s and Elite 8s. It's been a little different story for the basketball program. And I got to say the baseball program's doing pretty good too. So, and then you can look at women's college basketball. They're not participating like the South Carolinas, the Texas, the LSUs, and you see the results on the court. So you either get with it or you get left behind. And that's the decision that Board of Trustees with this resolution says they're going to get with it and try to do something to help the athletic department start being more competitive when it comes to football. All right, still to come. We can talk more about this. We're live tonight. If you got questions, comments about this, I'm sure you do. I'll address those a little later in the show. I still want to talk some basketball with you, with Arkansas winning its third straight game last night at OU. And now, all of a sudden, you look up, half game behind Texas A&M for first place in the SEC. We're going to talk a little of that. And we're going to meet this week's More Sports High School Basketball Girls Player of the Week, Greenlee Elmore. We're just getting started. Going to be a fun night tonight.
It's Gwatney Buick GMC's Forecast Frenzy. A huge sale is nuts as an Arkansas forecast. Tomorrow's blizzard calls for traction. Get huge savings on Sierra and Canyon four-wheel drive. Expect a heat wave the next day. Take the top off and enjoy these pre-owned. Followed by a monsoon. The front-wheel drive Encore will get you there at just $199 a month. It's Forecast Frenzy all month long at Gwatney Buick GMC. We never know what the weather is, but the savings are going to be.
Strength isn't built by chance. It's built step by step, choice by choice. At Centennial Bank, we believe it's the everyday actions, done with care, done consistently, that lay the foundation for something greater. That's how we build trust. That's how we build strength. Let us help you create a strong financial game plan. When we work together, we win together. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Now let's talk a little high school basketball. We're going to name the More Sports Girls Player of the Week, and it is Greenlee Elmore from Pulaski Academy. Last week against Clinton, she had 35 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 steals. Let's welcome into the show Greenlee Elmore after that big game against Clinton. And Greenlee, first of all, congratulations on the big game. Tell me a little bit about that game. How did it go for you? How did you roll up such impressive stats?
I mean, it was just out of the gate. Ellie hit some threes in the first quarter, so it was just very good for just the whole team sharing the ball. Everyone was hitting that night, and I was just in the right spot at the right time.
Is that your best game as a high school player?
Yeah, it's my career high points and career high rebounds from that game.
Wow. And I was noticing, I think out of the 17 rebounds, 12 offensive rebounds. That's a ton.
Hmm. Yeah.
How were you able to get so many offensive rebounds?
I I guess I was, like I said, right spot, right time, and just put some putbacks in at some crucial times during the game.
Well, you said it's your career high for points scored. I'm wondering, is it your best game ever
Yeah, I
overall?
mean, yeah, I was rebounding good, obviously, and and making all my threes and driving and pull ups and just doing good overall.
Just a good feeling, just one of those nights when it's all clicking for you. All
Yeah.
right, then the winter storm hits. I mean, how's that feel? You're coming off your best game, and you haven't been able to play now in over a week.
Mhm. I mean, it's definitely tough, and definitely just our groove team wise is probably gonna take a little while, but I just think just getting in shots whenever we can is gonna be good.
Yeah, that was my next question. What have you been doing during this snow break to stay in shape, to keep your shot, to where you feel good with it?
Yeah, I've been at Bluebird shooting for the past today and yesterday, so I've been going as much as I can.
In a way, though, is the break kind of good to get away from basketball and just, take a big deep breath?
Yeah, I mean, second half of conference is about to start after we play Heber, so like kind of want to just like maybe just break, but also bad because I mean I hate not playing and just not being able to be on the court and play with my team. So
I'm curious because I know you won a volleyball state championship earlier this year with Pulaski Academy. Did
hmm
that, in a way, inspire you for this year's basketball season?
yeah, definitely. Just because we were there last season, we were at the summit, and it just feels like I did it, so I can definitely do it again in this sport.
Yeah, you lost in the state finals last year in basketball. Did
hmm
that motivate your team? Did you see anything from the team yourself after that loss to make this year, a different story?
Yeah, I mean, yes, it's hard to get to that point, but we know that we can, and we've been there before, so we can definitely get to that point at the end of the season.
Is there anything from volleyball that you can take away that helps you and makes you a better basketball player?
Yeah, I mean, just the communication. Like you have to talk on volleyball to be able to get the kills that you want, get the passes to where they need to be, and same with basketball. Like you need to know where people are on defense. You need to be a leader on the court, and same with volleyball. I think just communication can come from both sports as a good thing.
How's the recruiting process going for you?
It's good. I mean, Law Tech, UCA are my biggest ones that I have. I have a couple others like Missouri Southern State, Maryville, and Arkansas Tech.
We lost you. You've got offers from UCA. You've got offers from La Tech
Mhm.
also in Missouri. You said Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri Southern State.
Are you in touch with others, or you hopeful that more offers are to come?
Yeah, I mean, I still have a whole summer full AAU basketball left for me, so yeah, I'm open to anything, anyone who wants to. I don't know, talk to me.
Are you excited for the next game after being off for now? What is this? 8 days? Are you
Yeah,
ready to get back on the court?
I'm excited.
Any word? Are y'all going to get to play Friday, Saturday?
I mean, I don't know. We rescheduled our Heber game to Saturday, but I don't know if we'll be able to because with all the weather happening still.
Well, Greenlee, after that last performance, we know more big things are in store for you and Pulaski Academy, following you along the way. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations on being Sports High School Girls Basketball Player of the Week.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's Greenlee Elmore there. 35 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 steals. Heck of a game in their Pulaski Academy's win over Clinton last week. All right, speaking of basketball, let's talk about the Razorbacks basketball team. Last night, the 4-point victory over Oklahoma. A lot of positives to take from this game. Of course, Darius Acuff continues to play well. I love what Malik Thomas did. Got off to a really rough shooting night, missed all 4 of his three-pointers, but he decided to go to the basket, and he also was missing a lot of floaters, but you notice he started finishing at the rim, going all the way to the basket, made a couple, then he went back to the floaters, hit a jump shot, and when you look back, he was 6 of 9 in the second half, led the team in scoring in the second half, and was huge. So for Darius Acuff to get another guy that can score and it not just be the Darius Acuff show down the stretch, I thought that was very big for this team. I thought the big guys played well, and it was kind of overlooked that Pringle and Ewan, they combined to go 9 for 9 from the field, 18 points from the 5 position for the Razorbacks. Ewan also had 4 rebounds. Pringle had a couple of rebounds. So you get 18 and 6 from that one position. I'll take that every single night. And this came on a night where first half Oklahoma shot lights out. I just knew at halftime when Arkansas clawed their way back in, it was a 4-point game, that they were going to have a really good chance to win this game. But Arkansas's defense was very soft in the first half, and that allowed the Oklahoma guard just to go off. Nigel Pack, who's played at Kansas State, I think 3 years at Miami, and now he's at Oklahoma, 23-year-old. He's a grown man with a lot of experience, and he took advantage of Arkansas with 16 first half points. And at half, Coach Calipari made an adjustment, put Darius Acuff on Nigel Pack. He had 6 points. And remember, one of them was late in the game when he took about a 28-footer and nothing but net. It was a questionable shot, but it goes in, so it was a great shot, and it gave OU a 2-point lead. Arkansas then outscored Oklahoma 6-0 down the stretch to win the game by 4. And that's the two things I wanted to talk about with this team from last night that were encouraging. First one, down the stretch. He hits that shot. Arkansas is down 2 with about a minute to go in the game, somewhere around a minute. I knew at the very worst Arkansas was going to get 2 possessions to Oklahoma's 1. Well, Arkansas gets a foul. Acuff makes 1 of 2, 1-point game. Arkansas gets a stop, comes down. Acuff gets the layup and 1, makes the free throw. Arkansas is up 2. Then Arkansas gets another stop. Malik Thomas gets fouled, makes a couple of free throws to ice it away, and then plays good defense again, gets another stop, miss. Arkansas rebounds, game clock expires. So down the stretch, a 6-0 run to end the game, and Arkansas got 3 defensive stops. That's what it's going to take to get this team to be a Sweet 16, Elite 8, even better team. They have to start playing better defense. Last night, first half defense gave up 48 points. Ole Miss shot from the floor 53% from the floor in the first half. They were 36% behind the 3-point line. Second half, a tale of 2 halves. Arkansas held OU to 31 points. They only made 9 shots in the second half. The defense was tremendously better, a lot better, and the rebounding was better. OU had, I think it was 11 offensive rebounds, 8 in the first half. And it seemed like every time they got an offensive rebound, they scored. Arkansas did better with the rebounding, limiting them to 3 offensive rebounds, and the defense was a heck of a lot better. OU in the second half shot 36%, 9 of 25. And from the 3-point line, they were 3 of 11, 27%. So better lockdown defense, especially down the stretch. That's very encouraging. If they can build on that and now consistently start playing better defense, then you have something cooking to where this could be a serious team to deal with in the NCAA tournament. If they don't, I thought the color commentator last night made the point. This is a team with a Sweet 16, Elite 8 type offense, but this is a defense that could get bounced in the second round. So to improve, to make sure you don't get bounced in the second round, defense has got to be the key. And I thought it was spectacular the way they played. The other big key I wanted to make, Arkansas was horrific last night from the 3-point line. They were 2 for 17 and went back thinking about the 15 misses. I don't know if there was a shot that was a bad shot. These were open, quality shots that they normally make. Arkansas is a good 3-point shooting team. They are up there in the statistics in the NCAA for 3-point percentage shooting. In fact, they make 39%. And we've seen some games here recently where they've been over 40%. Heck, we saw a couple of halves where they were over 50%. It's a good 3-point shooting team. 39% of 17 is 6 or 7. It's like 6.6. So if they'd have just made 6 3-pointers last night, That's an additional 12 points. You throw that on top of the 4-point victory, that's a 16-point road victory over Oklahoma. If they'd have made 7 of the threes, that's another 15 points. Arkansas wins by 19. This team shot maybe the worst percentage of the year, and they still found a way to win on the road against Oklahoma. I thought that was huge because you're going to have bad shooting nights. You could have a bad shooting night in the NCAA tournament. You got to find a different way to win. This team last night found a different way to win on the road in Oklahoma on a night that Nigel Pack shot the ball really well, and they still found a way to win. So I thought the 3-point shooting being bad and still winning was good. Second half defense was very impressive too. A lot better, and they're going to need more of that. If you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up on Facebook. Subscribe too. If you're not a subscriber on YouTube, sure would appreciate that if you'd go and subscribe on YouTube so that you know when there's a new video available for more sports. Big thanks to Centennial Bank for being a part of this show. They are the newest sponsor of More Sports. Centennial Bank has been doing it in Arkansas for a long time. The strategy for them, it's pretty simple. They're steady. They're going to use guidance, local decision making, and financial solutions that stand the test of time. From personal banking to business, home loans, Centennial Bank is built on relationships that last. Discover the strength of a bank that delivers trust, and it's earned every single day. Visit the website, my100bank.com, or stop by your local Centennial Bank. They are a member FDIC. An A-plus alarm, I've been using them for 20 years. They installed my alarm and my camera system. They do residential. They do commercial security. A-plus alarm delivers reliable protection that you can count on. A-plus alarm truly is the key to peace of mind. Visit them at their website, aplusalarm.net, or go visit them or give them a call. The number on your screen, 851-7587. And a big thank you to Gwatney Buick GMC. They've been here from the beginning. 5700 Road in North Little Rock, 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. 4x4s, very popular right about now. If you don't have one, you probably wish you did. They have them in stock right now, a bunch to get rid of. When it's safe to get out and about, go to 5700 Landers Road. Tell them you saw that they are taking care of More Sports. You want to take care of them. Give me a shout out and tell them, hey, you saw this on More Sports, and see if they will give you a special deal. But they have all kinds of great stuff. Go to the website, GwatneyBuickGMC.com. See what they have. While you're stuck at the house, check out the website, find some vehicles, and then head to North Little Rock and go see our friends at Gwatney Buick GMC. All right, coming up on tomorrow's show, this is cool. So Kevin Richardson, you may remember he played for the Razorbacks. I believe he walked on at the university, earned a scholarship, ended up being a starter at the University of Arkansas, got into coaching. Well, now the Jacksonville native is a defensive back coach for the New England Patriots. I'm going to catch up with Kevin Richardson and talk about the thrill of winning the AFC Championship, going to the Super Bowl, how he got involved in coaching, how he got to the Patriots, what all he does for the Patriots. So a pretty cool story of a local guy in Central Arkansas that is going to the Super Bowl along with Hunter Henry. But we'll catch up with Kevin Richardson. We're also going to name our More Sports Boys Basketball Player of the Week later this week. And we'll talk more about the pretty big game Saturday at Bud Walton Arena, Arkansas, Kentucky. A chance for Arkansas to make it 4 wins in a row. And if A&M loses Saturday, and if Florida loses Sunday or tonight, Arkansas could see and find themselves sole possession of first place come Sunday night. If not, they're still going to be near the top. But first things first, got to knock off Kentucky, and I know that would make a lot of fans happy. Big show. That was fun. A lot of good stuff. Top story, just to reiterate, the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees has found a way and put out a resolution at their meeting today. It was a Zoom meeting, $15 million going to the athletic department. 4.4 of it is money the athletic department used to give to the University of Arkansas. They're not going to do that in the future, so that saves them 4.4 million, and they had a surplus this year, so that's something they will not have to pay. They also, in the resolution, said that the university will generate $6 million to give to the athletic department. So instead of 4.4 going this way, it's staying here, and now $6 million is going that way. So that's $10 million, and then a resolution that the athletic department is going to raise at least $5 million annually for the all-in fund for football. So $15 million in the resolution today going to the athletic department. And I think it's huge. If they're going to compete in the SEC and on the national level in football, that has to happen. We're seeing it in basketball. We're seeing it in baseball. We're seeing it in other sports. But if they're going to get serious about football, which should be your highest generating sport, and also bringing thousands and thousands of fans to Northwest Arkansas, and honestly, students. If you had a great football team, you'd probably get even more students going to the University of Arkansas. So this is something I see as a positive. I appreciate you watching tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow night for more sports.
All Arkansas, all sports. It's more sports.